Welcome back, Madronis. It feels like I haven't seen you in years. I'm just
I
kidding.
have never seen you in my life, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We've only serenaded each other with our voices here in this 70-star D2 league match. Copitz versus JJ. Looking good. I mean, we've seen some
Yeah,
really
it's
good
another
matches
good one.
today. I mean, we've had Momo versus Retro Runs. We
Okay.
just finished up Guy and I versus Bro Mario. Now Copitz versus JJ. This has been the SM64 day.
Yeah, it really has been. There's been a little bit of Mario Kart in the middle, but there's like been 5, I think, SM64 events.
There are 7 matches today. 5 of them are SM64. One of them is Mario Kart Double Dash, and the other is right up after this, Flare Bear SR versus Shy Kitty in Celeste. But this is the Mario day. All right, we're getting ready to get started here. Kind of finalizing some stuff with the runners. Now, tell me what you know about both of these runners.
Copitz just did a Time Series 2 run at AGDQ, which was kind of fun. It was
different.
A bit of a banterous couch, which was kind of the fun of it, I guess. I was watching Simp do like the restream of it. I didn't see it live. But yeah, Copitz runs, I guess, that as well. JJ probably more known for running Sunshine, actually. He has a 1:15:30 in any percent, which is a really high up time. You know, Ouija's got a 1:15:40, so they're kind of like, you know, brothers in arms. Their world record is 1:14:40 by Nindidi, but they're both not too far off. So JJ,
neck and neck,
pretty high up there in the SMS hierarchy, rather.
English for both of these guys. You see that?
I can't read any text Copitz has on his screen, so I'll take your word for it.
That's fair. You know, English, the optimal version for 70 star, unlike 16 star and 120 star, where the Japanese cart is the optimal.
Yeah. You get a lot of people who like have never run the game or something. You see Japanese used in most speedruns. Actually, it's very common. And then you see it used in like 120 star, and then it's like, wait a minute, why aren't you using it for 70? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
But then you have to talk about like, well, you see the 100 coin text box is one less for each one, and there's also faster text box scrolling, and then there are a couple like other tiny things. But that actually makes it solely
weird things. Like weird optimizations between the two versions. So heading into Bomb Clip now. We've seen a couple of these 70 runners struggle with Bomb Clip.
Yeah, let's see it.
Hope it's just a little bit ahead. Throwing away that bomb. He didn't like it.
Not good.
The bomb was trash talking him. He decided to go get another one.
That bomb will cooperate though. Nice, big, round bomb.
Well, hopefully it's not a square bomb.
That's true. I don't know what it would be if it wasn't round.
A Minecraft
it was round. Exactly. We see a bit of a route difference. Copitz doing Womps 8, JJ doing Womps 9. We'll see them converge around the wing cap, or at least when they enter Dark World, we'll know for sure. JJ on the slide. Any prediction? I'm gonna say like a 12-8.
Yeah, 12-8 is pretty safe.
12-7? Pretty good. Copitz here. Okay, the way he grabbed the pole, it looks like he was going for like the epic 100 coin cycle.
Right.
The really fast pro one.
Up.
Oh, missed his wall kick for Owlist there. It's gonna...
What's going on?
They're a bit confused. Copitz probably a bit confused as well. I'm not really sure how he's supposed to get in the cage, but he gets a third try. I was actually downing him on that one as well. The way he jumped off like the very edge of the island and wall kicked kind of low. I'm surprised he made it in, but it worked.
Ragu.
And that is what matters.
Everywhere. Already. Ooh. kind of getting bodied by that piranha plant there. JJ going
Yeah.
in for his chance
Kind of
at
snapping
Alice and
at.
misses.
Wow. Kind of parallel mistakes here. JJ got to get it together. That
All right, there
second
we
try
go.
will work. Copitz on his 100 coin, which is kind of weird. He's doing it before Candleless. It's kind of like usually people see dual Alice and Candleless before 100 coin, or they do 100 coin first. The Copitz is looking pretty good with this movement. Nice islands so far, grabbing all of the coins. He could miss one, but he did not miss any, so he can actually be a little bit faster at the end by skipping one in the line. And that was pretty nice. So JJ's gonna have to match that here. Going for a half cycle, very consistency focused for this run.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
it's not gonna be too bad. However, Copitz is off to a bit of a stronger start.
It's all about the creature comforts, you know, what you feel comfortable with, and you know, honestly, I truly believe that sometimes runners, especially things like Womps, kind of decide at the last minute what they want to do, like what order they want. Like, oh, you know what, I'm feeling this, because we've seen some different routing throughout this tournament so far on what's first, second, third, and Copitz missing Candleless, having to back it up with this Wild Blue Star. That's going to cost him. And he misses.
And the slide kick underneath the star. That's going to cost a little bit more on top of it. So JJ probably in the lead now. Copitz dropping about 12 seconds there. Really unfortunate.
Alrighty. JJ headed back in. Just as Copitz going to take another bite at that apple once again for Candleless.
Ooh, setting up the lid trap again. He didn't like what he got the first time. Copitz and JJ doing the Candleless in sync, and they both get it. They have to preserve the synchronized gameplay. They're both at 6 stars as well, which means they could just be synced the rest of Womps here. Copitz actually a little bit faster on the menu. Frame to frame coming into the stage now. Actually, I did mess up. JJ still has to get the Wild Blue Star because he's doing Womps 9 and Copitz is just doing Womps 8. Unfortunate that they had to break the sync.
But he did not miss the slide kick, so that's okay. Big Daddy Womp trying to throw himself down on Copitz. Copitz not having anything to do with that. Nabbing that star just as JJ's heading back in for his big title match with the Womp Daddy.
And JJ's definitely playing this pretty safe, not trying to go too ham with fence clips. He was talking in the call earlier about how in SMS he's kind of doing the opposite of what Nindidi did, which is like try to do everything that was super fast. JJ's just like, I want to do everything that's like consistent and everything that, you know, I know I'll do it right every time and stuff. So that philosophy is going to do really well in the race here, especially if he hasn't been playing too much SM64 lately. I don't think Copitz has either, but he's off to a pretty good start. Actually, he missed Alice. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Take it back. Terrible beginning, but I'm just joking.
Might as well.
It's just kind of so-so. Yeah.
You know, I wonder.
I thought you said take the L, not take the owl.
No, the
I
owl.
was gonna be laughing a little bit at that owl.
I'm calling it 12-9 for this one. Never mind.
I'm calling a concussion.
Something. A 16-1. Taking that fall damage. This is JJ's going for his second attempt here at the slide. Copitz wrapping up. JJ really good.
12-8, 12-7 again. So shouldn't be wrong time and time again. Kicking the box, not a great idea. And get some reverse momentum. Go to the second side. I'm gonna go 13-1.
Really? Yep. Up 13-2. You know, playing a little safer. I don't blame him. Getting the ground pound on the box.
JJ
nabbing
with a
those
very
wins.
weird looking dive. Usually you
It
kind of
was
want
weird.
to hit the reds at the bottom of your dive, but he was like going down into them, which is a bit strange. And really not trying to take any arcs on the 3 players after the first one. But you know, you say these things add up, but if you're not playing against someone who's actually going to punish every little thing, you can afford to do that. You know,
Right.
Copitz is off to a pretty good win cap, going to save a little bit of time. That's a nice turn on the last 2, so like he will be bringing it back a little bit, but
Up.
I don't think there's anything wrong with JJ's game plan in this scenario.
Getting the text box. He missed
That
the
sucks.
switch and had to go back and grab it. Got the ledge grab on the side of the switch. Got the text box. JJ starting off his time here in Dark World. That movement intensive course, the first true skill check of SM64.
I think Guam's 100 is more difficult in Dark World.
Really?
Shig at least. Like,
Yeah, probably.
I guess it depends what's like. I would say like half cycle and Shig are about as
getting
intense.
amped.
I would say the slow fast cycle is about. I think it's maybe easier than Zaya, but a bit harder than Shig. But JJ, you know, he messed up a little bit, but he's actually getting his spaghetti back in the bowl.
It's just
So not too bad.
sauce. The sauce.
Yeah.
You know,
You could always put a bit more sauce on the top.
That's true.
Just wipe it up with a paper towel.
He didn't spill it all out on the floor, so. JJ already in this Bowser fight. Copitz right behind him.
Yeah, about a 15-ish second lead.
And we've seen the tides change throughout this tournament, back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Especially this D2, where you're way more evenly matched.
Yeah, 15 seconds is nothing really. Like, sometimes, you know, people start saying like, oh yeah, it's like a 20-second lead, but it's not over by any stretch. I'm like, I won't even bother saying it's not over, because I don't even think there's any precedent to say it's over at that point.
No.
Like, there's no even shadow of certainty what'll happen in this race. They just off to a better beginning.
Like
The
if
hard
we were
stuff is
talking
yet to come.
like 16 star non-LBLJ, then yeah, you know, we could kind of talk that a little bit. But missed in the ground pound there on Sky Jump. 1 star ahead right now is the lead from JJ. Copitz trying to make up time here.
Yeah, but they're still pretty close. Copitz and JJ doing a couple extra kicks than are absolutely necessary, but it will get them the necessary speed to get up over the ridge of the island.
Now go to that cool mountain. We've seen lots of variations. JJ getting hung up right there on the top of those stairs. But jumping in, wall kicks will work. Let's see. Like I said, I absolutely love the backup to the star. When you jump past the star, as long as you don't dive. If you dive, then there's no way for you to roll out of your jump up against the slope.
Yeah.
So it only really works if you like run past the star. If you dive past, then you're having to do the basic. Ooh.
Oh, but Copitz is falling down.
Speaking of the basic setup here.
You were speaking?
It popped up. JJ channeling that Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no fancy moonwalk. Kind of the beginner moonwalk instead. Now Copitz here, you know, has been crawling back a little bit, but see if he wants to go for the moonwalk. Nope, just the standard zippity zappity into the door. JJ reducing lag with the Mario Cam. Pretty cool. It looks kind of trippy when you do it that way. Not really
It,
necessary,
it
but there
looks,
he goes.
but still, it looks cool.
Yeah.
You know, we see that star spawning on the outside of the penguin, unlike the Japanese version,
Yep.
where
It's
the
actually about the same speed, but I think English you can do it a little bit faster. And also if you do the really cool new penguin strat that Taigo does, where you
yes,
actually reduce your speed off the side, so you actually get what would be the walk of shame, but you single jump, press Z, drop the penguin, then you can actually put the penguin down as you initiate the conversation. So then you can actually start moving toward the star when it spawns, so it actually makes it faster than Japanese by a bit more. Copitz here, missing a coin, but he's alright.
still looking okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got all of those with an 85. He should be good to go here.
What star hasn't he done? Because he's gonna need an 18. Where see JJ has 16, I forget which. I guess he hasn't done Penguin, has he?
He has not done the penguin, no.
Okay.
Not quite yet.
JJ eating some lag watching the penguin go by. I like to hold down on a joystick and kind of dive into the ceiling, then let you just turn around and long jump. But you know, you do also run the risk of dying, however small that might be. Copitz grabbing that penguin, gonna take him home. You know, do one last good deed before heading on to a different level.
One last good deed from a very annoying sounding penguin. I mean, as a kid, I used to drop the penguin off the side just so I didn't have to listen to him. Legit, true story.
True story.
Because you know, as a kid, you're just kind of playing the game, like almost like an open world
Yeah.
game. Ooh, ground pound in the beginning.
Once I was on stream and I forget what it was actually. I think I was doing the slide, and I went out of the door when I needed to like before I couldn't go back in. I was kind of mad, and then I ended up talking to the mama penguin. It's like, oh, please bring my baby back. You know, like that whatever the text box is. So
right.
like, no, I don't want to do that. So then I went and got the baby penguin, and then went back down and threw it off the edge. And then I got an Amber Alert on my phone at like the same moment. I thought it was kind of hilarious.
That's pretty funny. Tackling out one of these boos. JJ wrapping up his time here in Big Boo's haunt. Copitz heading back in. Up, missing the star. Having to do an extra ground pound to try to grab that star with his feet.
We have Copitz getting his final star in VVH. It's going to be Secret of the Haunted Books. Not involving any secrets or haunted books though, just kind of hopping balconies. Whereas JJsrl is now faced with Pless, something that has caused mountains of time loss for many runners, but if you're on a good day, you'll almost think nothing of it because it just is so clean. But Copitz might have an opportunity to flip the tide. He's not too far behind.
We did see a nice backup in the race before this one. I mean, and that's what it's all about. When you make those mistakes, when you're executing those tricks or strats that may be more difficult, it's all in how you recover. Unless you just start spinning around like crazy, you can minimize that time loss.
And JJ getting a nice big bomb. Let's see what he's got. The angle is good. He's got a ground pound here to avoid popping the balloon, so to speak, and he's in there. So really clean plus from JJ. Probably something that he was a bit nervous about, having not played the game much recently. Copitz throwing away that bomb instead. He's going to have to get over the mound of sand as well, losing a good bit of time, not being able to get the good talent backup at this point either. Good job swinging in, or starting atop the pyramid. I don't know why, but that and swinging in the breeze are kind of like linked in my mind. JJ also getting kind of lucky. The fly guy didn't RNG attack him. He wasn't far enough right on the pillar. It could have, and that would have been kind of bad. Copitz, big bomb, taking
Copitz
up
has
a
had
whole
bomb issues.
12 pixels on the screen, and he's going to be ground pounding into the pyramid. So good to see both these runners on top of it.
You know, like I said, Copitz just having bomb issues today. Threw away the bomb in bomb clip, then threw away the bomb here in Pitiless as well.
That's true.
You know, so just not having a good day for bombs. Copitz now going to go for that talent star, trying to make up a little bit of time as he's running through. Bouncing it and making it look easy. Taking back
A though, I don't really know why. Alright, JJ in lethal leveling in, doing this star first. You know, it's mostly, actually it's entirely preference what order you want to do these in. There is no previous star requirement for anything except 100 coin in LOL, which you don't do in 70.
Right.
So whatever floats your boat. We see Copitz going for Boil the Big Bully. Some people will do reds first. Some people will do red hot log rolling, like JJ. Some people will hit the volcano first. No one goes for bullies first, though. That's, I think, the only, like, universal truth in Lethal Lane. What main boost attempt, though, not really gonna work out for JJ. I think he's just gonna scale the volcano manually, maybe go for elevator tour.
Yep, elevator tour. He grabbed those coins, got the health back. He's gonna go.
Be careful of the flames. That was a bit close.
That was super close.
But he made it. Nice long jump to clear the gap.
Yeah, because when you do that, you don't really know where the cycle is on those flames, and you could jump right into them, not paying attention.
Yeah. No, like, I've definitely, like, seen people, like, mess up lava boost. I'm like, alright, you gotta watch out for the flame, and then they hit the flame and died.
Copitz taking out those bullies, looking really good. JJ.
Okay, so apparently JJ wasn't trying to do main boost. He was just trying to do the default long jump lava boost, which is very easy, comparatively to the kind of pro version. There's a lot of leeway. Copitz rocking the same lava boost technique. You can see how much extra space you have, even though it looks a lot more difficult than like the triple jump version. It's not bad at all. Now JJ wrapping up red coins, getting a little bit of extra lag. I don't know why he has this specific camera. It's just kind of like you didn't see right during the after the second red.
Preference.
Yeah, mostly preference.
All right, Copitz heading into the volcano now.
Elevator tour this time.
Looking good.
Oh, not a great side flip though. Oh, he very nearly died. I don't know if you noticed, but he was rolling out very near to the edge of that stone. What happened there is you want to side flip like holding down, so you actually kind of face back toward the camera. But Copitz just kind of side flipped sideways, which means he had to climb the pole more, which means he had to time his jump and dive differently, so he almost died to that. Copitz ground pounding onto the star after not clipping the ledge. And we've got JJ just going to work. You know, I think both of these people have had a pretty decent lava, and outside of JJ missing lava boost. And we're still pretty close.
Still very close. You know, trading blow for blow.
Yeah, not even 10 seconds apart now. 9 seconds is the difference for JJ and Copitz. Copitz could actually make up the lead with like better cast move in here. If JJ... Oh, that's what this part was fine. Yeah, this cast movement is really awkward.
It is, and you see so many different variations getting up to this 30-star door, heading into Dire Docks. So we got the chests coming up first. You know, not a lot to note here. in the
Yeah,
chest. It's
you
just
can
all
reset at
about
a time
optimization.
passively, but yeah, as you said, this is doing it better or worse.
Right. You know, a
Uh,
couple of mistime swims there, mistimed A presses, and you're not doing it optimally.
yeah. But JJ here, he is doing it optimally, grabbing every single swim on the frame, but oh, he's missed one. Gonna be eating a lot of lag from the whirlpool. Gonna have to swim up to the star, needing a few extra strokes where Copitz is actually overtaking him in the lead. Or not actually overtaking him, actually I was wrong. But he actually made up a bit of time.
He did make
Better
up time.
chest.
He did make up time. Now, heading over to the subs, the true lag fest of Dire Docks. That's kind of the um, I don't know. These water levels are incredibly slow in SM64, and I think that's most games, most Nintendo games at least. You see people foregoing those water areas.
People tend to not like water levels in casual play either.
I don't know. That's the water temple in Ocarina of Time.
True.
I did not like that at all. It drove me nuts. Very, very close. Looks like about 2 seconds apart now. Copitz narrowing that gap.
This is crazy. Very much neck and neck at the moment. And neither of them have really had such a bad run. A few small mistakes. But Manta could be a big one. Can they get the rings? JJ missing the first one. He's going to have to kind of hope and pray for this fifth ring to cooperate. And it does. So Copitz actually to take the lead here into Fire Seed by a couple of seconds. Flipping the tables. JJ struggling to get the star. And it is time for Fire Seed, the most demanding, the most technical, the most punishing stage in the run. Here we go. Copitz off to a good start right now. Mario's hat blending in seamlessly with the lava. He is one with the stage. JJ with a bit of a difference in his color. He's not quite as saturated, but Copitz in the cage now going for his wall kick in the cage and wall kick out of the cage. This is very good. He's on pace for a lava boost right now, JJ.
Ooh, he gets a bomb.
Nice D-up lag reduction, but no, Copitz has fallen in lava. He's not going to be able to make it anymore. Grabbing the bottom of the pole is going to kill his early cycle too. But JJ is still going strong. He's got to get up here right now, but he bonked on the very side of the platform. The little outcropping that he desperately needed, and they're both going to get normal cycle.
It is kind of tough, you know, especially here in Fire Sea. I know, I think Copitz is like at 120p right now. So there's a lot of red.
It's just like the bit rate. Oh. The lead has changed yet again. JJ in the lead.
For now, grabbing that star, getting a ledge grab, but that's okay. He makes it up there. Copitz not getting a ledge grab. Heading in to see Bowser for the second time in this run. And then we're going to be heading upstairs. You've got some punishing stages coming up.
We do.
You know, THI for some reason has been giving people issues.
Do you follow Overwatch at all?
I do.
Really? I made a joke yesterday about elevators being very punishing.
Really?
I don't think Simply got it, but I know a couple people in chat did. It was kind of bad. But yeah, I did.
We're just going to have to get the big simp on that Overwatch train.
I actually know. I'm sorry, I don't really like Overwatch. I just like laughing at Overwatch.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm sorry. The
Commentators are slowly crying in the corner. Before I joined the speedrunning community, I was a part of the competitive Overwatch community. I don't think you knew that.
Really? Yeah, I did not. I did love Overwatch kind of when it first came out, but I think they had the right idea with like trying to be very hands-on with balancing the game and adding new characters. But then I like I guess me and my friends collectively, we just felt like they overdid it, and like we couldn't really follow the game anymore. It was just getting like too frustrating, and more frustrating than it was fun, I guess.
That's
That's why I don't play
understandable.
it anymore.
That's why we take the time to go back in time to 1996 when time was more simple. When all we had to do was make this little red man not burn himself.
But JJ's gonna miss the blue coin. He's have to get both backup boxes at the end. That's tragic. The flame is kind of gonna ruin his day. Wedge Armor is very bipolar. You have water and fire, which is hence the name Wedge World. But there you go.
But no earth.
Yeah.
And he needs these coins.
Mario, the Last Airbender. Okay, so JJ is gonna have enough coins at this point if he doesn't miss any more. He still needs the box at the end, but it's kind of getting rough.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play it safe with this Shukya. A lot of runners like to line it up with the bridge, which but he's gonna throw
JJ throwing him toward the safe section of the level.
I don't blame him at all because he couldn't afford to miss anything. Like literally nothing, no more backups.
So I'm curious to see after JJsrl who's going to be in the lead, because Copitz has got to take care of the 100 coin. JJ has to take care of the two would-be chosen wall cakes, but you know, if anything in this race is set a precedent, he's not going to be going for it, I'm sure. Copitz, though, is in danger of missing the blues, has to run away from the flame. But he did not miss either of the blues.
Better luck than JJ in this run. Getting a lot of dust on the rollout, I think he kind of mistimed that a little bit. Kind of difficult to see.
Yeah.
JJ grabbing that elevator star, not too many issues there. As Copitz has even got a coin to spare at this point.
Yeah, very nice from him so far.
And he just dropped it, so
you can afford to let it go, which is the nice thing. Like, you might want to readjust the Chukya. RNG, you know, kind of nice to him. It didn't have to be.
It didn't have to.
Could have been bad.
JJ getting that top of the town star, making short work of this Wet Dry World. Doesn't want to give those precious league points up at all.
Yeah, it is kind of weird to think that, like, everything you do in a run will actually, like, affect the amount of points you get. Like, you missed the blue coin in Wet Dry World, well, you lost, like, 2 points probably, depending on how Copitz does. Like, if you lose, I guess.
But right, it's not as cut
if
dry
you
as some
win,
of the
still
others.
having a much better win time will get you more of the points. So JJ is still in the lead, but not by much, and it hasn't really been by much for any of this race at all.
Oh no. THI incoming. You know, going for those secrets. We tend to eat a little bit of lag coming across here, which can kind of throw off the runners a little bit. JJ showing how much of a pro he is, getting up there quickly. Now it's just the super risky jump at the end. No ledge grab right into the star. Copitz following that up.
Really nice to see both the runners actually executing secrets.
He got the ledge grab there, but not an issue. Didn't lose too much time. Grabbing the star and heading back in, most likely for the piranhas. Oh, nope. JJ's going for the top of the mountain here.
Do you want to know a secret?
What's the secret?
I actually like THI. It's a cool stage.
I like the concept. I really do.
Oh,
I really do. Right to the side of the mountain.
Giving a big nope to Copitz. If only Chukya could actually clip you into the mountain, like the pro strat.
Right? Make it a lot easier for a lot of runners.
Sirenmu says you don't play Overwatch with him anymore.
Yeah, it's true. He misses the Theranator, is what it is.
He's calling you a noob.
That's
You're gonna
okay.
defend that?
You know,
You're just gonna take that?
Probably this day and age, yes. I'll cede to the young whippersnappers in the Overwatch community at this point. Because I am officially retired from Overwatch. I think my last official tournament was October 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But you actually do play tournaments though, so that's cool.
And one of the tournament partners is in the chat as well, Kojin Ryu.
Okay. That makes a whole lot of sense then.
But hey, you know, speedrunning is a lot easier. Well, I mean, I don't want to say easier, but you're going against your stealth. That's really. I mean,
I think in a lot of ways it can be more rewarding when you succeed.
It can.
Actually, it kind of depends. Make any sense? I played a ton of Counter-Strike the last like 3 years, but I also never really played on a serious team.
But think about it like this, you know, these guys running through now, yeah, they're racing against each other, but they're racing against themselves and their skill level and what they've learned, what they've accomplished. That's kind of why I like the speedrunning community and the way that it is, because you're battling yourself.
Yeah, you can be like the worst player or one of the worst people on the leaderboards, but like if you're actually improving, you know, it's not something to really like, you know, make fun of you for. Most people actually like want to help you get better.
Right.
Oh, the backup from Copitz, the double wall kick to ledge grab.
Wow.
Where he initially wanted to. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually pull that off. That's hilarious.
He made it happen.
Copitz makes it happen.
JJ heading for reds. Very solid. You know, no movement issues there. Now going into this coin maze. Losing a little bit of momentum, but
Copitz, yeah, look a little bit shaky. Can he? Yeah, not really going for very optimal mushroom. How can he do this maze?
Up.
A kick, yeah, a bit slow. How about the ending? Not getting the walk either. Reds is kind of crappy for him right now. Getting a bunch of lag as well. Not really what you want to see. Not able to get up there with the kick either. Now it's actually getting kind of significant. The amount of time has gone down the drain a little bit for Copitz. JJ having an opportunity to extend his lead actually. Oh my god, Copitz actually fell off the mushroom, almost died. Would have been really something else. You know, Copitz kind of letting me down. You know, I was all hyped, and then he kind of took a bit down.
You got a bone to pick. You got a bone to pick. That's what it is. Not really sure what's going on here with JJ.
He was just doing the kind of slow turnaround. You know, a lot of people do like a quick turn and single jump. JJ was doing it a bit safer. Although the chuck was pretty nice, it was nowhere near him.
And it's rare that they're nice.
Yeah.
No breezeless. We're good. Copitz is gonna have to try to make up some time here. JJ heading up to the top of this snowman and misses.
No wall kick, falling all the way down. This is strategy. He's gonna have to go for Wolf from the freezing pond as a backup. That was actually some quick thinking. He knew what he had to do. That was probably as good of a backup as he could have done in that situation. So Copitz here, right on his tail, despite everything. Can he get Snowman's head? Nice wall kick. Not gonna get it perfectly, but significantly better than JJ, who's still struggling. You know, the Snowman's like, hey, turn around, buddy. Go get that star. Oh, go get that star. You know, JJ's already gotten 2 of the stars in Snowman's lane without taking down the big head.
You know, and there's so many runners that absolutely hate that star. Lunar Jump is one. He hates that
Yeah.
particular star.
He used like curse the star ×2 in the chat earlier today. So it's definitely true. And I think Paris is like the hardest like short star in the game.
JJ not getting the optimal movement, which is going to be a double jump back
Yeah.
into the star, but he was able to turn around. But yeah, lost his momentum there to the rear momentum, the reverse momentum there.
So saving the best for last, you could say, but it's not been going so well. Can he actually get up here to execute? You know, it's not looking good. Gonna go for the kind of safer method. At least those wall kicks will work. Different snowy stage, but the concept still applies. But now, Copitz and JJ are gonna be almost tied. Well, maybe not tied, but Copitz made up a few more seconds.
He did, with the more solid movement. And I'm super confused why he just went upstairs. He meant to go down to HMC or towards the HMC to.
That put Copitz in the lead. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mental mistake coming out from JJ. But Copitz missed MIPS, so JJ is actually gonna catch up if he can make this grab. No! But they're both chasing the bunny. Elusive.
Oh, wow.
They feel like Elmer Fudd right now. It's impossible to catch this little rabbit, but in the end, Mario gonna get the dub.
It looked like he dove like right through him, JJ.
Yeah.
I mean, heading in
JJ's taking the lead though, again. Like you had like 3 lead changes between Snowman's Land and HMC. They haven't even entered the stage yet.
They haven't.
I was expecting JJ to like somehow not fall into the painting, and then Copitz to take the lead. But
that would be about right, par for the course.
Yeah, like you'd almost expect at this point JJ going for box jump. Alright, what's he got? Nice side into the triple jump. Copitz gonna nail it as well. And JJ landing right in the start. Copitz gonna have to roll out into it, losing about a second. But he got the trick. Commentator needs to get some water. Per usual. I'm really thirsty.
The thirst is real. Here in this 70-star league Division 2 matchup.
Alright, JJ, Christmas miracle time. And that looks like a high enough triple jump wall kick. Nope. Never mind. Gonna have to do the backup. So what is he gonna pull out now? He's got 2 stars left in HMC. And then it's time for Tippy. So these runners are just so close, they haven't been able to get more than a 15-second lead at all.
But if you notice, that's how it was with the last match with Bro Mario as well.
Yeah.
It was kind of neck and neck all the way up until the end.
It's still kind of impressive because someone can have just a really terrible run and be like 2 minutes behind.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They're both playing all right.
Knock on wood for sure. All right. Copitz heading back in. I haven't had any issues with Rock RNG today, with Boulder RNG, so just as the commentator says that Boulder starts making its way towards JJ, but went at a crazy angle, so he was able to just keep running by. All right. We've got the save and quit. going upstairs into Tippy, this is where that heart starts pumping. Hands are
Yeah, this
sweaty,
is
knees weak, arms are heavy.
dropping spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. Possibly simp mom spaghetti, we don't know.
True.
Lakitu bounce incoming for the very first attempt here by Copitz. Looks pretty good. Up, and he slides off! Gotta back it up with reds here. Just as JJ is...
Wow, Copitz hit by the flames shooter. Everything is...
sniped.
Yeah, he did get kind of sniped. Oh, nice backup there. That was really impressive. The spatial awareness on point for Copitz right now, but JJ is in the lead. He grabbed Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow, which is a shorter star, but still more effective time-wise.
Oh, yeah. JJ
Nice
looking
Reds
good.
movement. Not getting the quick dive off the slope where you kind of get your momentum stopped and you slide back down. Copitz going for his Lakitu bounce. He's got it first try. Second jump is able to grab the pole. He's spam B a little bit, but now he's going to get the triple jump up here. And he's almost done. He just needs to get up to the star, long jumping across, and he's got it. It's never over until it's over for that star in particular. So you don't want to...
Ooh!
Oh,
JJ!
I think that's our first death of the run, actually. I can't recall any.
I believe so. Did we have a death in Lethal Avalanche? I can't remember.
I don't
Maybe
think so.
not. But JJ taking that bonk off of this triple jump here. Copitz heading over to tricky triangles.
Both them going for the safer movement here. But it worked out. So almost tied, but I think they both have Swing in the Breeze left to get. So Copitz is going to have the lead going into TikTok clock again. It's so crazy how this has just gone back and forth the closer you get to the end of the run.
Just back and forth. It's almost like a boxing match, just trading blows at this point.
JJ with a pretty fast swing in the breeze as well. So it is gonna be TikTok clock.
TikTok, TikTok, TikTok
is gonna
clock.
be so pivotal. Oh, my microphone almost fell off my desk.
Yeah, that's no bueno. That would have been incredibly loud for our ears. Thank you for saving that.
Okay, Copitz grabbing an extra red here. JJ also entering at time moving, not what he wanted. He's gonna have to be going for roll into the cage or get a hand or something of that nature. It's get a hand. Copitz, though, complete with the first quarter of this TDC 100 coin, and grabbing that safety red means he will be more confident going for fast movement because you don't need every single coin if you mess up a little bit.
Right.
And he's going to leave both of those behind, so we're going to say, alright, that's going to be my time loss, even though the time to collect those is a bit less than what it would have been to actually forego the extra red he collected. Copitz resetting some of this stomp on the fall movement. There's actually good awareness of where everything is in the stage. But JJ now on his 100 coin, he's trying to make it back. It's all of these blue coins.
Just a little bit, this may even come down to bits, and like you said earlier, maybe even throws.
That was an incredibly lunky false ledge grab on the fence where it treats it like a bonk, but actually landed him right back on the coin box he wanted to ground pound on, so it's kind of funny. JJ! Ooh, that kick with all the recoil is gonna send one of those coins off the edge. You just have to grab a backup box. We've seen a lot of that today, something that Copitz purposely grabbed an extra coin to avoid.
Just in case. All right, Copitz heading in with time moving.
I see some chat complaints about the audio. I guess it's
bel-
like only coming through the left ear. That's actually really funny. If that was the case, play Copitz's audio in the left ear, play JJ's in the right ear.
That's
If we could
fair.
actually do that, that'd be. I'd actually really want to watch a game like that and see if I could actually follow it well.
That'd be weird. Copitz rolling into the cage. JJ's stumbling here. Whoa, 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 whoa!
JJ,
Whoa!
butt sliding to his death.
That's
And
another
that is
death.
gonna hurt.
Another death from JJ.
Copitz missing a triple jump wall kick though. Smushed by the rotating, pivoting pendulum piston thing. Who knows?
The flappers. That's the official term. The flapper. That's what we're calling it.
Alright, I'll take the flapper.
Gets that ledge grab there.
Firsty from JJ into the cage for 10 jumps on moving bars. Could
Getting a firstie
completely
at that angle.
disregard the bars themselves.
Yeah. That
More
that
like a
movement.
roll into the cage.
Just bloop, bloop. All right, here we're gonna see Copitz going up to do that same star.
Oh no,
JJ
a
also missing.
from JJ. This is really bad. He doesn't
And
have
another
more
death.
room for error and he's dead. This is huge for Copitz,
death.
putting him in the lead. He only needs 2 more stars to finish up TTC now. You know, a lot of people rallying for JJ, a lot of people rallying for Copitz out here in the chat, but only one of them can win, and JJ is not doing so well in the final stretch.
He is not.
I don't know what he still needs. I think he needs, like, roll under the cage and pendulums. Copitz, nice triple jump to get the reds and a quick turn to boot. This is very clean. And a ground pound to finalize that star. Excuse me. Probably
Steve.
mute for that if I can tell it coming. JJ here, up to
Up.
get these time moving stars.
Just as Copitz gives Toad the old 1-2, bullying Toad for the star.
Alright, what's he got? It looks like it's going to come down to Copitz's ability to play in sky and in throws. If he falls in sky, JJ could really catch up, but if not, if Copitz makes it in the pipe without dying or making a drastic error, he will have a very high chance of winning. That triple jump dive looked a bit sketchy, but he got it. You know, a lot of... Like, usually when you give yourself that little space to set it up, it can be scary. But Copitz has done alright. A little bit of time loss on the cycles. What do you think of a triple jump wall kick?
Ooh, he's gonna go moving left. Oh,
Stationary left?
and he got it.
Yep.
Now, again, this is the time where you wouldn't want to be watching the race.
Yeah.
Because I think you would start choking Bowser throws at this point.
So Copitz is about 40 or 30 seconds in the lead, so he can probably miss 2 throws, but if he misses 3, then JJ could win. So what is he going to bring to the table?
Not now, JJ falling off. Not able to get the side flip.
That's not good.
Nerves. Heart's pounding.
Second throw is going to miss for
And
Copitz.
Copitz misses.
Well, very close to running off the edge. That would have been catastrophic, putting JJ in a really good position to probably make the comeback. But JJ's stumbling. He can't get his
And
jump wall kick.
JJ flies off.
And Copitz gonna grab the dub.
Very nice.
In the end, it was kind of close. JJ had the lead for most of the run through upstairs, but in Tippy, a couple costly deaths, and Copitz playing pretty well, all things considered. Put him in the lead.
52-43. And what are their PBs? Do you know off the top of your head?
JJ has a 50, I think. I think they both have 50s. I'll have to check. Copitz might have a 49.
Yeah, 52-43 is definitely not a bad race time at all when you're performing on this level.
Okay, 50-24 for Copitz.
And JJ nails all three, ends up being about a minute behind, ending up this race here in the 70-Star League Division 2 matchup.
Yeah, that kind of sucks for JJ. He said he lost 2 minutes in TDC. I didn't realize it was that bad.
I didn't either.
Honestly, like, he was about a minute away from Copitz in the end game, but he also lost a good amount of time in bits. Kana talking in chat, not very happy with the way that ended for him, and I can understand completely.
Oh, of course not. I mean,
he really had a great opportunity to win.
He did, but as you know, Tippy can just kind of spit you out. And those deaths can be costly, depending on how high you were in TikTok clock. But even in Rainbow Ride, we've seen that so far. Copitz walking away with the W. JJ gonna get that consolation. But yeah, a lot of really good action coming today. A lot of good action so far. 5 total SM64 races happened today. Exclamation point standings, if you want to check out the standings, or exclamation point schedule to kind of see what's coming up. I know we've got a amazing matchup of Celeste coming up, and that Celeste has grown on me as a speed game.
I really like it, although I should be watching it a bit more.
Just very fluid, very well designed, and it's not often that you have an indie game get nominated for Game of the Year. So stick around for this Celeste matchup coming up right after this. But Jonas, it has been phenomenal hanging out with you today for these last couple of races. Always a pleasure having you in the booth, and I look forward to doing it again.
Yeah, or see if either of the runners want a quick post-race interview before we hop to Celeste. Copitz will oblige here. JJ, obviously not too happy with how that race played out, especially in the end game. I think D2 really shows how scary Tippy is, because people like do whatever will make it look easy, but you know, when you just even get to the second tier of runners, you know, people who are really good but not at 48 level, you know, it's like
right.
It's so clear how difficult all these stars are.
Oh, for sure. Getting those last couple of minutes down is kind of the thing. Just kind of waiting on the word here from our restreamer. Again, a huge shout out to these guys. I know I mentioned it before. Copitz.
Hold on. Gotta unmute Discord.
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Hello.
All right. Man, that was crazy. That really got my nerves going.
I bet. We could see that for sure. I mean, you guys trading blow for blow through most of that run there. Tippy being the deciding factor. How are you feeling going into Tippy?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know, man. The way I was feeling was, so I was a little bit underprepared for this one, I'll be honest. Also, I'm using a new controller, so that might explain some of the weird mistakes I made, because I'm not used to the stick at all on this controller.
Right.
So, but I was like, all right, so Tippy is where most of the spaghetti is dropped, right? And I was like, all right, this is kind of the end of the road for me. Normally, when I'm, you know, a little bit underprepared, I play like decent until Tippy, and then I lose like 3 minutes, like not even exaggerating.
That's fair.
But I managed to somewhat hold it together.
Kind of switch roles on that one.
Yeah.
And JJ, yeah, the multiple deaths throughout Rainbow Ride and TTC. What was going through your head, going through all of that?
My hands started shaking in Snowman's Land as I kept messing up the top of the Snowman's Head star.
Right.
And as soon as I was like, all right, I practiced Tippy a ton, and I felt confident going into it. And as soon as I got Lakitu bounce, I'm like, all right, Tippy's fine. I just gotta take a breather before TTC. And then I missed a triple jump, which I shouldn't even have gone for. I was planning on going for the safer one.
And that's fair. You know, we could tell the nerves starting to set in for both of you guys at that point, knowing now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I went upstairs when I was supposed to go to HMC.
Now the question is, and this is what I like to ask a lot of runners: Do you watch your opponent as you're racing?
Yes, I really shouldn't be, but I am.
Yeah. So, well, personally, I didn't used to, but I kind of realized I was like, I used to just like play with like without even looking at anything. But I realized, you know, I need some like motivation, and I realized it actually helps me to watch the other person. And this time, I think it really helped because we were so close.
Oh
like,
yeah,
that was such a close race that like it really kept me on my toes, and I was and let me tell you, like when I pulled ahead by just a few seconds in I think DDD, like that's like when I realized like this is a pretty real race. And you know, I was also sipping on a Coca-Cola from Taco Bell, or a Pepsi, I suppose they call it Taco Bell. And I still really have to go to the bathroom, and having a lot of nerves and having to pee is a crazy combination. Let me tell you, if you've ever felt it.
Is that just incentive for you to finish up the race faster?
Yeah, that's, well, you know, I mean, speaking of that, I have read that if you have to use the bathroom, your reaction times are faster. So I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, maybe this will help actually.
Pro strats right here on.
I did not do it on purpose, but it might have helped.
Well, gentlemen, excellent runs for both of you. Badronos, do you have anything for these guys before we sign off for Celeste?
I don't think so. Thank you both for the very entertaining run, and commiserations to JJ. I think you both have a pretty good shot going forward.
Shoot. Why is he muted for me? Did you say anything? Because for some reason you're muted. I don't know why you're muted.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I just said like, oh, good luck, and that's it.
Good luck. Yeah.
Why can't I hear anything? Okay, there we go. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. My unprofessionalism here. I'm really sorry.
No worries.
Now I can hear you.
Just Copitz, please walk back onto the stage. People don't know what's going on.
Right.
What?
I don't know.
Good luck to both of you guys.
I just think at GDQ everyone was so confused because like everyone was playing the joke, but the audience was like kind of confused. They didn't know what was going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Probably should have explained what happened there, but you know.
No worries. Again, good luck to both of you guys. Super excited to see what you guys are bringing to the table throughout the rest of this league.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much. And GG, JJ.
You too.
And again, on behalf of myself, Badronos was excellent today, per usual. Thank you so much, guys. Stick around. We got some nonstop Celeste action coming up right after a short intermission. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out.